There we go. Let me make sure audio's all good. Wrong one. Perfect. Get out of here. Hello, Garen. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Garen. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, that was louder than I anticipated. I'm just putting the link in the chat now. Where is it? Just grabbing the link. Hope everyone's doing well. Where is that video? Makes me laugh. Okay, boom. There we go, sorted. Okay, I'll get back to them. That's all good. How's everyone doing? Hello, Harry. Hello, Chris. Garen, things are good. It's been a very busy day today. Very meeting heavy, which has been good. Spoke to some one very influential person today. Someone who I met early on when I moved to Dubai, and has definitely played a big role in a lot of sort of business outside of trading, which has been very good. So it's always meetings with this particular individual are always very productive, and definitely big decisions are made. So yeah, it's very good day. Hello, Ian. Hello, Darren. Hello, Naz. Hello, DB. Tonpul. Hello. Hello, Ross, Ashi, Craig, the main man. How you doing? Hello, Gianni. Lazy Queen. Hello. How's everyone's days been at the charts then? For me personally, there's not been too much. I mean, I came to the chart this morning and there wasn't really too much. I was looking for maybe a potential sell level here, but it just didn't look like nice enough price action. There wasn't too many confirmations. I mean, the best position today by a mile was definitely the buy position at this value area low. It was definitely. But again, just didn't get nice enough confirmations on this one, unfortunately. For those who attended the live stream last night, this level here was quite nice, and yeah. But let me know how your day was. What a dead day. Yeah, anyway, I agree. And look, these days happen when there's just, I mean, you look back in hindsight, I'm looking at the chart now, I'm like, yeah, that's such good price action, this, that, and the other. But really, it just wasn't that good in my opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you will have days in trading, you will go through periods of time where not much lines up for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, I did put an important message in the private group a couple of days ago about how an increase in trade, there's two ways basically you can stop becoming a losing trader / a break-even trader and get to profitability. So let's say you're a losing trader. There's two ways you can get to becoming a winning trader, a profitable trader. If you've got your risk management and your system dialed in, that is. One of them is take more trades, take more winning trades. But the disadvantage of that is your edge, chances are, doesn't give out like tons of opportunities. There's not an unlimited amount of opportunities in a day. There just isn't. Two, it increases, the amount you're spending on fees and everything, which can increase your edge, spreads, etc., which is obviously not good. And it increases your time in the markets, which, it takes, every time you're in a position, okay, it takes a little bit of emotional energy out the tank, if you will. And so it can eat at your emotions, meaning you're going to make more mistakes. And just if you're in more trades, there's more likelihood of you making more mistakes. And so there's a lot of disadvantages to try and entering more winners, okay? The better alternative is to enter less trades and enter less losers, focusing on that. I think most people in trading try and focus on taking more winning trades. Instead, the best way to go about it, literally, it beats it in every single aspect, is taking less losers. And obviously it sounds easy when I say it like that, but it really is true. A lot of people focus on taking more winners when you should in reality focus on taking less losers. That is will save you so much time, so much money, and will be more profitable for you in the majority of cases. Hello, like always. Hello, Susie. Looking forward to getting on board, even chatting you on Telegram. Nice, Heaven. Look forward to getting you in part of the team, mate. Should be good. Good evening, Max of the team. Hello, Rob. Hello, Max. Hello, Gustus. But how are you all feeling today? How's everyone doing? How's everyone found price action today? I did open up the challenge group in the private group as well. So that's something which will be starting probably end of this month. And also in the last week of this month, I will be outlining more information on the event that we'll do end of February as well. For members who want to attend that, it'll be like an in-person event. So I'll let you know more information on that as well, which should be really, really cool. Really, really cool, actually. So yeah, looking forward to that. And by the way, something really cool is I posted a message before about people sort of being part of the team and going on to do well in trading. So a bit more information on that is basically when I was doing like a lot of socials and I was making a lot of adverts and a lot of social stuff, which is really a pain, by the way. I don't know. There was a statistic that came out that most people wanted to do like social media when social media is not fun to do, okay? Like I enjoy live streams a lot, but like having a big camera pointing at your face is not very nice. But basically when I was doing all that, the editors of the videos, because they saw like the full raw content and everything, they actually got involved with the group and they were doing like really, really well, which was hilarious. And then it happened with a few other people as well who were like behind the scenes sort of in the group, like ads people and stuff like this. And most recently we've got on Brandon. So we've got two Brandons in the group. Brandon, success coach Brandon. He's sort of, new to trading. He's more sort of in coaching people, in coaching successful people to get the most out of them. But obviously, coming to the trading space, I wanted him to be more like mindset in terms of like, okay, I don't know trading as well as some of the other people here, but I do know mindset, I do know discipline, I can spot trends between successful people, outline what those trends are and give them to you. And I think that's very powerful. But since he's been in the group, he's going to get his first payout, I'm pretty sure, very soon. So, which is really cool, which is really, really cool. Hello, Golva. Hello. Hello, Gio. Mark 2 levels in the morning. Both got hit. Both went right direction. One stop loss. Journaled everything. Waiting for your feedback on telly. Nice, Gustus. I look forward to seeing it, mate. Journaling's... I love it. I love seeing the journals. The best journal I've seen so far definitely goes to Garen. Definitely. And then Craig, who's I think here, can definitely attest to that. I wrote a message in the private group about Garen a few days ago. His journal's like on point, really nice. Like really, really nice. And he started journaling. He locked in the journal, and now I'm pretty sure he's going to get his first ever payout of like $3,000, which is a bi-weekly payout as well, which is amazing. Like he journaled, he locked in his journaling, getting $3,000 payout. Like really amazing. So massive shout out to Garen. Hello Wolfski. Hello Raj. Mohammed, we'll get into that in a second. Coming down to the VWAP now. We'll come with a plan and see what's going on. Been a pretty timid day in the markets today. But yeah, let me know how your day's been at the charts though. Let me know what you've sort of got up to. Hello Danny. Hello Naresh. Hello. Scream whenever I send a message in here. You miss. Oh, I do apologize, Craig. Let me. Just send you a message on Tele. I've done a poll in my channel regarding the plans. Okay, cool, Craig. Okay, I didn't see that message. Okay, I'll take a look at that after this. Sounds good, though. I love a poll. Max, thank you so much for the donation. You are special. Cheers, my friend. All good, Heath. All good. No worries, mate. And keep it up. I look forward to you completing the challenge. For those who don't know, Heath, member of the team here, he's been running a mile a day for, I think, is it NHD Association? I can't, I'll butcher the name if I try and say it. And yeah, he's been running a mile a day for them though. He's been like recording it, doing it each day of December. So really big shout out to him. Running for charity is amazing. So I did put the link in the chat and I've donated myself. So if you want to support Heath, he's doing amazing work, then you can check that out as well. Hit $500. Nice, Glover. Nice, mate. Really nice. Max, at what point do you think someone is ready to upgrade to you funded? Colin, so there's loads of different ways to sort of answer this, but first one, is, can you risk a set amount on each trade? Okay, can you do that, like, and you've got that sorted? Second, do you have the funds to do so? Okay, I don't want it to like really stress you out that you need to get this next payout, because that first week especially, but that first month on you funded, I think it's best to really get used to seeing that bigger number in the top of your screen. I really believe in sort of numbing yourself to that money, because money equals emotion, and seeing that big number in the top of the screen, I think allow yourself to numb yourself to that number. So you should never go into it thinking, okay, I'm going to make tons of money straight away. Make sure you've got time and the patience, okay? And I think once you've got those things, you should be good to go. But most people who do go on to YouFunded do end up doing very, very well, regardless of experience. They kind of just lock in on the bigger account. MND Association, that's the one. Yeah, really nice work, Heath. Big up, Heath, yeah. Let's go, Heath. Well done, mate. Big respect. 100%. I love his, I do recommend, he's on Facebook and Instagram. He posts updates each day. And I find him brilliant. My mum and dad always send them to me. Like Heath's off again. It's good. But yeah, he's doing really well. So yeah, massive shout out to Heath. Followed your trade yesterday and took my second trade and made some profits. Nice, mate. Really nice. Well done, mate. Just hit my TP with this drop. Nice, Gustus. Did you have the TP at the VWAP, Gustus? Hello, Nazar Flips. Drop all the way to 4497. What makes you say that, Andrea? Sorry if I butcher the name. Well, I've just opened at Forex account to trade on euro and US dollar. What's being traded here? Cole Jacobs. So we're looking at gold. So I predominantly trade gold. So this is gold, which is XAU USD. And let me know if you've got any questions, Cole, regarding trading in general. If you do have any questions, I'll happily go into detail. Okay, nice, Colin. Nice. I look forward to seeing you crush it on that, mate. Actually, got work going on in the background. What do you mean, work going on in the background? What do you mean? I thought you meant I could see something out the back of the window then. Yes, nice, Gusta. So really nice. Nice work using the VWAP. I mean, we can see again the VWAP really strong here. Like super nice area to look to take profits. Really, really nice. So I'm always happy. There's a few things that I'm just like, yes, thank you. Like super well done for using it. So journaling is obviously a big one. Proper risk management, amazing. But then also proper trade management, putting your stop loss in a nice area, taking partials on the trade, and taking partials at like zones which make sense, and using things like volume profiles, VWAPs, things like this. I'm like, that's really good to see. Heath's a legend. Yeah, he is completely. He is completely. I did put a message in the private group if you do want to check out his stuff, and I do encourage you search him up on Facebook, and you can follow along with his run and drop in some comments on there, and yeah. So fair value gap that needs to be filled. One thing is, fair value gaps don't need to be filled. Order blocks don't need to be hit. We don't need to go there. We don't need to do anything at the charts. So yeah, I don't trade with especially not with fair value gaps. I don't particularly like them. I can see how they can be useful, mainly based on auction theory, which has been around for a long time. But we don't need to go there. I think that's very important. Yeah, NMA. There's probably fair value gaps at like just all the way down. I remember, was it Smithy? I'm pretty sure it was Smithy and Alex in the group who were joking for ages about a fair value gap at like 1596 or something like this, saying like we're going down. Gold and silver looking especially bullish with the liquidity sweeps from previous day. 100% NAS are flips. 100% agree. Everything that's going on in America right now is fueling the continued momentum to the upside as well. And I think the market is getting ready in anticipation for big old Jerome to be given the boot. Someone replaced with someone who's more favourable to Trump's regime. Decreasing interest rates causing economy to do well, inflation to go up, and therefore gold to perform well. So people want to hedge against that outcome, which is gold. So yeah. Craig, you have to be fair. Craig has absolutely smashed the last few days, especially, like, really, really good. I was so sure with this drop that I even texted my friend to get in. Got confirmation on the Movement Shoe. Fixed my mistake that I did today. I journaled it, and now the entry for a sell was perfect. Really nice, Gustus. Really nice. And that feeling that you get, Gustus, you do get to that stage where it's not every trade, but like one every few trades, you just know that like it's gonna do well. Like obviously you don't over risk on it because that's terrible and it doesn't have to go your way. But when something's just everything's lining up, I know exactly the feeling, mate. So really, really nice work there. Anyway, yeah, just get Craig to say price to go somewhere, and it'll probably go. Good evening, team. ColezTrades. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Many thanks. Appreciate that, Darren. I think I did see that. I did see that, Craig. Hit double tap the screen. Appreciate that, Darren. Hello, hello, Ellie. Hello. Or Elimo. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Craig is an absolute legend. Love this guy a lot. Definitely. Absolute beast. Absolute beast. And I saw him. Craig, what were you doing up at like 2 a.m. yesterday? I went onto the Discord. I had to sort something really, really late. And I didn't expect everyone to be up. Oh, Craig, full-time trader, part-time wall builder. Yeah, amazing. Full-time Skoda lover. Absolute beast, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the poll and everything after, Craig. That should be really, really good to look into. And yeah, I did send WizKid some information on something yesterday, which I'll forward through to you as well, Craig, which should be really good. Discord's active. It is. Love Discord. I think we might have to tone down Aussie. I don't know everyone's opinions on Aussie, but it seems like he's a bit out of hand. So he was just a testing thing. Used to test other features which we're bringing in. So yeah, but it was hilarious. So I did leave him on for a bit longer. So we might just have to have an Aussie section where if you're feeling really cocky at the charts, you go and speak to Aussie and he'll humble you. Yeah, exactly, Katie. True. He's got shot to rein Aussie in. I feel like that's the only person who could rein Aussie in. I feel like anyone else, you can't do anything. I mean, it's Aussie. Yeah, I love Aussie. And Anime, I've seen you. Honestly, I've gone into the Discord at like a random point. I've switched over to the Discord and I've just seen Anime just going back and forth with Aussie. And honestly, it's been so funny. And I just casually like go into another chat and I'm like, I'll leave them to it, okay? He's gone off. He really has. He really has. I was told me a few things earlier was quite extensive in his language. Yeah, I like that, Chris. Quite extensive in his language, yeah. I do agree. I think we do need to tone him in again. I want to maintain that sort of, I get respectful and professional environment, have a laugh and everything. But so, yeah, the Aussie, it's a good way to vent out after a bad day. Just have a go at Aussie and then he has a go back and it has a laugh. I think it's quite good actually. Hello, Sam. Tell an analogy. Chris, I can. Okay, after this, I'll try and get Aussie to explain, basically insult you with analogies instead. That might be, I think that might be good. Craig. That's funny. This allowed me to extend my sincere apologies, gendering as a ginger last night. Good to see my strawberry blonde friend. Yusuf, it's fine, man. It's fine. It caught me a bit off guard because I was like reading the messages and then without reading it beforehand, I just read it out and I just read out that I look ginger and it was a bit like, oh. Hello, Brandon. That's the body Lomas, by the way. Brandon, success coach in the group, absolutely smashing it. I know a lot of you are on calls with Brandon and everything like that. And definitely, I recommend having a little chat with Brandon in the Discord as well. And especially if you are in the private group and you are looking to really level up your fitness, Brandon's got like awards and stuff for all things fitness as well. Then moved into more of the success coach space and more generalized in that sense. And now we're fortunate to have him in the group as well. But if you do want fitness stuff as well, then definitely at Brandon in the Discord, and he'll get you on the right path, definitely. Okay, let's join. I'm not understanding. Please carry me along. Bright Mandy. So on these lives, I mark up charts like I normally would. So I'm looking for levels to buy and sell from. So if you do have any questions throughout on what I'm doing at the chart, or any questions with trading in general, then please don't hesitate to drop a message and let me know. If you're just brand new to trading, you know, I am going through a few things which can get a little bit advanced. So try and keep things as simple as possible. But if you do like not understand something, then let me know. And chances are you're not going to get everything on the first live, the second live. You know, it takes time to build that knowledge up, but you will get there. Apparently I'm also Brandon, I can see that. I can see that though. I call it that. He's gonna hate that. I call it bounce off an order block at 45.58. Really nice. Perfectly, thank you. Nice Yusuf. Actually, Yusuf, do you message me about Leon today? I think I saw that. Got some really good feedback on that today, actually. I see it. Nice Gustus. For a pull-up challenge with Brandon. I think you've been called out there, Brandon. So, yeah, definitely nothing against gingers. Definitely not. Okay, let's come up with some levels then. So this line I've got up here, by the way, it was a 0.886 and a high volume node. So we can see here this spike in volume here, lining up perfectly with a 0.886 level, which was from this high up here to this low. And it also lined up with the upper extremity of this trend line here. I thought it was quite an interesting level, which I wanted to keep an eye on and just see how we sort of interact with it. So that's the reasoning behind that line there. Let's get rid of VWAP a little bit. Let's make this a lot smaller. Let's actually just remove this text so it's not on the chart anymore. That's fine. Let's remove these lines because it's annoying as hell. Boom, just want to make everything a bit cleaner. Okay, that looks a lot nicer. Nice trend line there. Nice, probably move this a bit like this, a bit like this. There we go. I have that sell level 2. Okay, we've got Craig Fluence, full port. We've got the Craig Fluence. I had the J Fluence the other day. I tell you, people that are joining now are going to be so confused. But Jay had like the exact same level as me as well. I think it might have been this one actually. Or it might have been this trade here. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, there was a couple last week where me, Jay, and Adam all lined up, and it all went nice, which was actually really cool to see. Got a beautiful buy at 4,600 early up to 46.21. Yeah, I saw that, Brandon. Really, really, really nice. I mean, for how long you've been trading now, Brandon, you've actually like really, really leveling up, which is really, really cool. Yeah, and as well, Craig, we've had quite a few lining up. Cole's Fluence. I always find it funny sometimes when we go off on a bit of a tangent. New people who are joining the live are going to be like, "What the hell live is this?" I do find that quite funny. Okay, let's see what we can sort of find out here. By the way, the anticipated range that we anticipated this range all the way back here, which is really cool to see that the range has fully played out. So you can see how the bias of buying in the value area low, selling in the value area high, buying in the value area low, which is exactly what was done. Buying in the value area low, selling up here, value area high, buying in the value area low. Exactly what we said with the volume profile, exactly what we said with buying in the value area low and selling the value area high. Exactly that has happened perfectly, which we called on a few live streams ago. If you go back through the live stream, you can see we called this the golden range here for at least a little bit, all the way back here, which is really cool. Okay, let's put this on. I'm going to remove this. I don't really like that. I'm going to move this up here, make this a bit clearer. Perfect. If we do drop this trend line here, I don't really want to enter buys, as we probably will drop through this level fairly quickly. And again, guys, if you've got any questions, anything trading related, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll happily go into detail. If you've got any questions on the private group as well, where you get signals analysis courses, etc., then don't hesitate to drop me a message as well. Let me know in the comments here as well. Yeah, crazy. 1K up on the fund account in under 2 weeks. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, not too bad at all, Brandon. Definitely not. Order blocks for value gaps retests and order blocks to help me today. Nice, Yusuf. Really nice. I do like retests. Breakout retests are some of the, like, just cleanest. I mean, if a golden pocket or some sort of level lines up with a clean breakout, you like, I would say 85% of the time you'll get some type of reaction. Nice, Yusuf. Really nice. So it goes back until the 12th of January. So just about, what date are we on now? About 3-4 days. Ah, sorry, I'll move this over. I was just showing this, this bit of price action here because we moved through it very quickly. So chances are if we drop this low, I anticipate us to drop back through it fairly quickly as well. Yeah. Could caught that 45.58 buy while on the Yusuf, man. Okay. Let's see what we can sort of find. We have kind of hit everything down here. Let's make sure volume profile's accurate. Okay, so we got the fib there. Kind of hit, not really hit the 0.786 yet, but we've come very close. Like I said last night, if you do come close to a level is an area, okay? It's an area of liquidity. It's an area of orders. That's what a support or resistance is. If price comes close to your level and then reverses, chances are that close wick to the level did absorb some of the orders and some of the liquidity from that level. So chances are when price comes and hits that level again, it won't be as strong. This happened literally last night, and I put that message in. I think that is a very important point. If you have an area of support or an area of resistance, if price comes very close to that level and then reverses a lot, chances are that move down did absorb a lot of the orders in that area. So when you come back down to that area of support, which you were looking to buy in, it won't be as strong. Okay, that's something to definitely factor in. Not much lining up here. We're kind of absorbing all of the potential buy positions, and then this channel to the upside is bearish, although, you know, overall macro definitely bullish. On just this price action here, it does look like there's not many areas to really look for a buy position. Okay, let's get on the ColezTrades Essential Indicator. By the way, being part of the private group, you do gain access to the ColezTrades Essential Indicator, which comes with a bunch of areas of support and resistance to utilize in your trading as well. Previous daily opens here. See how we look. This is a reason as well. We can see a clear example of why daily open's so strong. This wick here perfectly hit daily open. Daily opens are quite strong levels. It's a daily open from today. We do have a golden pocket here with a previous daily open, previous support there, previous support there. The only problem is I don't really like to take positions inside the value area unless it comes really close to the value area low, which we did come in the value area low here, which is why I got into this. But if it's in the middle of the value area, it's normally not as reliable of a position. Steve. Yeah, I don't know where that llama guy went. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it's I mainly focus on gold, but we do have other educators in the group, so other traders in the group who are sending out signals and analysis for other pairs as well. So for example, we've got CDOG in the group who does mainly EU he looks at, but he does explore other pairs as well, depending on what fits his models. And then also Brandon on gold, and then Leon does trade gold and NQ as well, and then Greg trades normally a mix as well. So we do have a nice mix, but you don't need to trade loads of different pairs to profit, not at all. Most of the time, keeping it simple to 1-2 pairs maximum is the best way to go. Yeah, Craig, I do see what you mean there. Overall, macro, I think it's very hard not to be bullish. But in the midterm, this channel here, when this pattern here, so if we go here, the pattern of impulse move to the upside, then slower and slower high highs, this channel here, that shows the bulls are struggling to have another impulse move to the upside. They're struggling, and normally results in us wearing out and then falling back down to the downside. That is, it happens all of the time, especially on gold, and we are forming that exact pattern here. So that signals to me, okay, this looks like we're running out of bullish momentum. Then also, we're kind of absorbing all of the orders in this value area. Like, everyone, like all of the buyers want to keep us above this level. Like we've really shown, buyers do not want us to drop this level very clearly. But that means we're using up so much liquidity and so much buying pressure to keep us above that level. Eventually, that's going to run out and sellers will overpower it. And then if price comes down and we do break this low, there's nothing really holding us up. So yeah. Do this previous. Actually, I do want this on. Maybe. Retest the point of control and sit on top of it or reject it. Yeah. This point of control, a super high volume node. This is ridiculously high volume node. This is quite. This does look interesting. I'm intrigued to see how this golden pocket. I'll mark this up. So previous day, daily open plus golden pocket. Plus. There we go. And then also it does have the psychological level of just under 4,600. Bounced to 4,600 again. 4,600 is crazy strong level. 45.60, yeah, which is literally just below, which is just above this previous all-time high here, which would be, it would make sense for us to go that. Everything's kind of lining up with us to push down to that level. Just sort of technically, it looks like we're losing momentum. Buyers are really struggling to keep the auction above the value area low. It would make sense to us for us to come down there. And it's great you seeing who was that? Husky. It's great you seeing you use an open interest as well. Really good. Have you? I assume you have. Have you played around with CDOG's like calculator with open interest that you put in the group? I think maybe like 2 days ago. Really good though. Really good. And Husky, did you give the update on how you're sort of finding everything? Because I see you're progressing so much each and every day. And I remember you saying about you working on your new model the other day. So very intrigued with how that's going as well. Definitely keep us updated on that. Matthew. What's that also for our broadening wedge? I've been watching for a break and blow off top scenario. It's there's a few interesting ones. Are all the educators working using statistics and probability, or are you guys mostly charting and charting tools? So I think everyone uses a bit of like fundamentals at least, but then we have some traders who are focused a lot more on technicals, and then we have other traders who are focused a lot more on fundamentals and a lot more on, for example, CDOG, the data modeling side. So we have a very, very good mix of the both, and I really feel that is extremely important, as regardless of your mentality, you know, if you're really sort of cut out for more technicals, then you've got that. If you're really into the more fundamental side, then you've got that. And then most people will find that using a bit of both is the way to go, and definitely the easiest to achieve consistent profitability, mixing a bit of the two and having that sort of in the middle. Been trying to find a viable level around previous all-time high, as would really like to find something. Yeah, we can take a look at stuff. I mean, Husky did say there's a lot of open interest just above us at sort of 560, which is good. Let's zoom out a bit. Let me clear up my chart a little bit. Don't want it to, sometimes it can get a bit messy. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to keep this on. I do quite like this. I'm going to set an alert for it as well. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. Double tap screen. Appreciate that, Darren. But yeah, let's see what we can find. So it doesn't look like any golden pocket would line up there. High volume node just below it at 517. Super high volume node actually was the first reaction we got before this huge impulse move to the upside. So definitely want to factor that in. Whenever we form a high, then followed by an extreme bullish or bearish impulse move, that previous high is something which we really want to take note of. So this high here looks quite nice. The one bucket is at low volume, does it falls out of our scope of probable buy zone? Like always, so this level here is just coming in to high volume. So if we see here, this high volume node is just below it. So we can see this high volume node where we have, I mean, a few reactions here, here. A lot of volume at that level is just below it. So I'm kind of going to factor in this whole zone here. I'll probably move it a bit down just to make it a bit more clear as to what is actually going on. But yeah, high volume node there. I'll stretch it over it just to make it a bit clearer. John, my TV doesn't like me tapping. Oh, good like always. Yeah, I hope that makes a bit more sense. Go to sleep, it's always 4 a.m. Lie again. Okay, take care, Brandon. Have a great night. Definitely some well-deserved rest. Definitely. And by the way, something earlier as well, I forgot to mention when Husky put in the chat, if you do want a bit more information on CDOG's group and on that institutional side, but maybe you're not ready to take that leap in, I do recommend dropping Husky and Smithy actually. Smithy's been really into it. He's really mixing the technicals with the fundamentals he's learning there, really doing well. He kind of uses like a bit of everything really, which is really good. But definitely dropping those individuals a message on Discord, like adding them, and just, you know, seeing their thoughts, seeing what they're sort of looking at and their thoughts of the market right now, can be really good. They've got really good knowledge. Husky's talking a lot in the in CDOG's VIP section, some really good things, and so definitely, you know, spreading that out to the rest of the Discord, if you ask him about it, would be really cool. Just yeah, really good. So yeah, I thought I'd drop that in there as well. 91. 87. Yeah, just so you're looking at, Danny, you're looking at just below this level here, so my stop loss would probably encapsulate that level as well. So it's good how sort of looking in a similar zone as well. That's good to see. Gov, yes, we do. One of the educators in the group, WizKid, has been holding gold buys for what feels like 10 years. So he's very into swing trading on gold, seeing that the macro environment on gold is extremely bullish, and gold does tend to trend to the upside. So when gold has sort of pullbacks, we can anticipate that that is just that, a pullback. So can layer into buys and you know, capture those bigger moves on gold, which is really nice to see. Yeah, Jono, high volume spikes, yeah. Max, should we get some sort of prize like Max? You should get some sort of prize like Nobel Prize, thinking of us this time and changing all of our lives for free. Really appreciate it. I'm so glad and grateful I found this community. Appreciate that, mate. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback, and definitely, you know, it takes you watching and you joining and listening and everything for the information to be useful. Like if no one was here watching, then it wouldn't do anything. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, mate. I really do. Okay, let's see what other levels we've got around that 45-50 level. It's kind of lining up. It would make sense. So let's see what we can find. Okay, I do kind of want to zoom out on the 4 hour here, just to gain a bit of a better picture. Okay, let's drag this to, oh, wrong thing. Drag this to this. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we can get a bit creative with what we can see here. Not really much else there. Okay, that's fine. This gap here is obviously, we need to factor this in as well. Then let's pull a fib from this low to this high. It's not going to line up with anything there, unfortunately. Let's see if we can go from this low here. Golden pocket does line up with this gap here. Let's zoom into the 1 hour and see if we can optimize this a bit further. See if we can get a bit of a nicer position. Okay, we do have a golden pocket which lines up exactly with this gap and exactly with this previous high. So I am going to mark that up. Okay, there we go. So golden pocket plus prev high plus gap. There we go. It's a bit lower than I really want. I kind of do like around that 50 level. I think I'm just going to keep a line there. Just to kind of... There's not much lines up. I mean, probably a golden pocket, maybe 0.5 level would, just to get some sort of confluence there. I mean, it is a higher time frame fib, so I am sort of accepting the 0.5, not even 0.5. Okay, 0.382 then. We'll take what we can get. Okay, that's all right. Okay, perfect. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Remove this. There we go. Perfect. Heaven, it should be all right. You should be able to see the screen now. That space. Yeah, Craig. So this level here, I just want to take note of. There's not much there. There is just a 0.382 and previous all-time high. There's not too much there. But previous all-time highs, you know, it's something to look for. And a lot of the time, I really do think there's two camps of levels. Now, this is a slight bit more advanced, but there's two types of levels that I sort of look for. One of them is a level which I'm looking to trade, and I'm looking to, for example, a buy position. I'm looking to actively get into buys at those lows, okay? Or I'm looking to get into sells at those highs. But then there's other types of levels that I mark up, which just give me an inkling into what basically the story behind price, like what's going on. What is the battle between buyers and sellers looking like here? Who's in control of this market? What's going on here, basically, to put it in simple terms. And so some levels, for example, this all-time high here, this previous all-time high, I just want to see what is sellers' reaction to that level. what's going on there. Like a buyer's going to come into the market and just absolutely take unbelievable control of the market there. Like what's going to go on at that level? That can allow us to read the story of what's going on actually behind price action, and just get a better understanding of what's going on to make better decisions going forward. So there's that as well. Good feeling price might drop hard through this space. Yeah, it does make sense. Be nice if it doesn't though, as I've got targets higher up. We can hope for the best. I mean, look, I'm happy. Pullbacks on gold, exactly like a whiz kid in the group, you know. I'm happy with pullbacks. Can add to buy positions, and I'm pretty confident. It's not hard to be correct in the sense of saying gold will go up over time. It is gold, hedge against inflation. With what's going on in America right now, we can safely assume that will happen. So pullbacks, I'm pretty fine with. It's like DCAing into Bitcoin. I'm pretty confident in the future of Bitcoin, so I'm happy when it comes back. I really am. Buy the dip, exactly. I'm not too bad, and plus it breeds opportunity. You know, volatility really spikes hard. So I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm not opposed to it at all. But yeah, guys, let me know if you've got any questions regarding trading in general. If you are enjoying the live, then double tapping the screen helps spread the live about. And yeah, so these are the levels which I'm sort of looking at. This one here is a previous daily open plus golden pocket, plus we do have this trend line here. I'll mark it up a bit nicer. There we go. Plus that trend line there. More so on the higher time frames now, it is looking like bears are starting to gain control of the market. It looks like buyers are running out of momentum. Like Husky said, a lot of open interest around the 45.50, 45.60 level. We do have this previous all-time here, which markets would like to retest. We do have a gap here, which also markets would like to fill, but not much volume in this area. We did just pass through it with significant impulse move, so we could drop through this level very quickly. So that's sort of my outlook right now. I am going to use this level to kind of just see how price reacts, but these two levels here I will be looking for potential buy positions. Definitely this one is a lot more favorable, as it looks like bears are starting to take control. And then we do have this sell level up here as well, upper extremity of this sort of channel, and 0.886 high volume node. Previous high is like has a lot of confluence there as well. Craig comes back, calls the top, and then just and then actually the exact bottom as well, which was really nice. Where was the video posted, Craig? At me. You need to at me on these things, Craig. Today I feel like I did miss a lot again. I was in a lot of meetings today. It was a very busy day. Coles University without the 9K for an academic year. Appreciate that, John. Hello, Luke. All good. I'll find it intact. Yeah, Craig, definitely at me. By the way, guys, if you do post something that you want me to see, atting me at Max ColezTrades in the Discord if you want to get my attention. That's the best way, because when I see Discord, like something pop up in the Discord, I do want to answer it. Like, I try and get off what I'm doing and try and answer that as quick as possible, just because I don't want it to get lost in the chat. And also, if you're asking a question, chances are other people have that same question as well. So I see it in my mind as like a really high ROI task, if that makes sense, because a lot of people will see the answer. So I see it as really good. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, sounds good. Use that video for future proof though. Simple shit works best. In a lot of cases, it does, Craig. Yeah, I do agree with that. Something, a saying which actually the guy who I met today gave it to me. Someone who's helped me a lot, in really big baller guy, really nice guy. It helped me a lot, and it's simplicity scales, okay? Simplicity scales really hard, okay? And a lot of the times, if you've got too many variables, then you don't know what the problem is. It's very difficult to diagnose the problem if you've got too many variables, and you can actually end up overfitting and over optimizing yourself, which is a huge problem in the trading space. Huge problem. Overfitting and over optimizing for previous price action, for current price action, really isn't too good. As on future price action, it can really just fall apart. So being very wary of that is extremely important. And also, I saw just thought a bit of a tangent. A member sent me a video today and was like, "What do you think of this?" And a guy, it was on some sort of Asia range opening orb strategy basically. And the guy was like, "I'm never at the start of the video, I'm never changing my system." And I was like, you need to change it a little bit over time. Like, you need to optimize over time. Like, over time, your edge will start to decay in most cases, and you need to keep propping up that edge. You need to adapt to the market conditions. So I didn't really agree with that. I thought I'd add that in there as well. Okay, Chris. Let me scroll up. Chris, I can't see your message in here, mate. Chris, your message 100% hasn't been sent, mate. Big baller. I mean, like, a really successful guy, very young guy. Has done very well. Is now buying. He buys like it's actually crazy. He buys like floors of buildings. So you know how in Dubai, a lot of people want to get involved in property, okay? But when you go to buy a property, basically how property works in Dubai. A bit of a side note, we'll finish up the live soon, but for those who are interested, it is quite interesting how things work. But basically what you do is you send basically an expression of interest to the developer of the property. This is if you're trying to buy off-plan property, so property that hasn't been built yet. Very good ROI in it. And so basically you send a letter to them basically saying, like, I'm interested in buying an apartment. And you've got to also send them I think it's 100k AED. It's normally 100k AED, which is about £20,000. So you send that to them, bye money, and then you wait, and they might say, yeah, you can have an apartment. Yeah, you can fork out $1 million, $2 million for this apartment. Or B, no, you're not allowed an apartment, because they're so competitive. It's really hard to actually, unless you know people and they can get allocations for you and things like this. It's quite hard to actually get apartments in the very, 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 very good places, basically. But this guy, he is so, like, just insanely high up with some of the developers and has spent so much money with them that he gets offered full floors. So there's loads of people trying to get these apartments. Loads of people. They sell out in a few minutes. But before before people can actually buy the apartments, they basically block off a whole floor for him, which is crazy. I thought it was really interesting. That's how, like, crazy this guy is. So yeah, Dubai property is crazy. Oh, okay, cool, Craig. Jono, if you're using fair value gaps, then by all means, putting on the fair value gap indicator and going for. There's a few different fair value gap indicators. I'm pretty sure Jay has got a really nice one which he uses. There's a few people who use them in the group. So, Jono, I think the best thing to do there is just ask in the group, yo guys, what's the best fair value gap indicator that you're using? And you might as well. It can save you time. And fair value gaps are, I mean, completely objective. So it will be able to do well. Granville's 8 rules, moving averages today, can add to the Discord if you like. Yeah, Chris, send it through to me on Telegram, and then yeah, we'll get it in the Discord. If you found it really useful, then definitely. That didn't get sent before though, Chris. They must have, like, blocked your message on that. Yeah, Lux Algo have so many indicators which are really good. Lux Algo's, like, they do have a, like, VIP indicator package. I've gone through that before and it wasn't really that good. Their free indicators are actually a lot better than their paid indicators, in my opinion. Fair value gap by nephew Sam. Yeah, I do recognise that as well. So thank you for putting that in, Harry. That helps a lot. Oh, okay, Chris, no idea what happened there then. Yeah, 100%, 100%. And they've got loads of free ones. You really don't need to go down the paid ones. In most things in trading, you don't need to go down the paid options. You can just find the free versions of whatever you need to find out. And that goes for most courses in trading as well, especially in mainstream trading. The vast majority of like courses and what people are on about is just free on YouTube. And yeah, I'm happy to say that the stuff that we have inside the private group, you can't get on YouTube. Like, people just don't talk about it, or they talk about it, but in a really not good way. They don't actually convey it in a nice way. But yeah, most indicators, this, that, and the other. You should never really spend money on indicators, in my opinion. Useful to have on the chart for extra confirmation. Great. Wouldn't use it as one of my main compliments, though. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to add anything to Harry's message there. I absolutely nailed it. Yeah, I completely agree. Not for main confirmation, but it's nice to have that extra confluence on your chart to really add confidence so you can enter that position with conviction, which is really good. So yeah, appreciate that, Harry. Really, really nice. Anyway, guys, I think we'll finish up the live there, guys. Really, really good live, by the way. Really, really enjoyed this one. I think we've gone through quite a few really, really good topics. It was great to have everyone on the live. And Craig, I'll check that. I'll check out what you add me in the Discord. And then Chris, definitely send me through that on Telegram, and we'll get that in the Discord as well. So sounds really, really good. Anyway, guys, hope you've had a great week so far. Bit of for me personally, bit of a boring day at the charts. Today wasn't that much, so should get spicy from now, hopefully. So yeah, hope you had a great day, guys. Really, really do. If you've got any questions, the link is on the YouTube description. Drop me a message there. And yeah, keep smashing it, team. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. See you in a bit. See you in a bit, XPR. See you in a bit, Danny. XPR, better late than never. Hope you're doing well, though, XPR. See you in a bit, Lazy Queen. See you in a bit, Jono, Katie, Chris, Craig, Aaron, Lightspeed, Mark, Harry, Jono, Heath, the main man, Krishina, Gustus, Jonathan Brown, Harry. Take care, guys.